Not being a religious family, I think the reason we still perpetuate Christmas and celebrate Christmas is purely because it is a lot of fun. Expectations around Christmas are what drives so many people to feel so anxious and overwhelmed by Christmas. With that expectation comes this pressure to spend, and so many people get into so much debt over Christmas. So it's not just the waste that can, hang around for months or years or whatever, but people can get into debt for Christmas and be paying it off right up until next Christmas, which just seems crazy. When things do become tradition like that, no one really wants to be the one to say, look, I really can't afford to do that anymore, or that's not really fitting with my family situation now. So I think the idea of keeping gift giving particularly to a minimum and just making it more about the time and the celebration of family, particularly with children. If they know that they're going to be given something that has heart and love, and without sounding sort of tacky or cliche, I think that is really what the essence of Christmas should be about. It should be about that gratitude. I can't think of anything to be more grateful for, particularly this year, than getting to spend time with family and friends and enjoying, a good meal or a laugh. I think that's probably really what the essence of Christmas should be, and hopefully is for us. You can't expect children to be stewards of our natural world if they don't A, have an interest in it, and B, have a love and an experience of it. So I very much try to weave that into our family life wherever I can. My aesthetic is very simple. It is very natural and back to basics. Because we have so many beautifully bright coloured gums and Australian natives and things that you can mingle in, you still get those traditional Christmas colours of sort of the reds and the greens and things. But I think commercially so much of what we've been fed comes from other countries, and we simply don't have snow or those sorts of things in Australia. People don't call it the crazy season or the silly season for nothing. There is so much going on leading up to Christmas, and I think particularly with 5 kids, buying stuff for the sake of buying stuff, that's been cut out for probably at least 10 years. We've tried to sort of just bring in some lovely little traditions of our own, that we've been able to sort of do year after year and that the kids just look forward to. It's actually been quite an easy transition for us, and I don't think my kids miss out on anything because of it either. It definitely enriches it. First and foremost, we now have a real tree. We go to a local Christmas tree farm every year, and that's a heap of fun. We go and choose our own tree, we cut that down and bring that home. The idea that there are Christmas tree farms, the fact that they've planted these trees for the time that they're growing, that's actually beneficial to the environment. Decorations for the tree itself, we do have some lights on there that we've used every year, but I haven't had tinsel or anything like that for a long time. We've made some either paper chains or felt chains that we can use year in and year out, and that's something that we can sit down and make together. It's really quite fun. I haven't bought a roll of wrapping paper for about 5 years, and there are so many beautiful designs that you can get of Christmas fabrics. You might just buy a couple of metres of that, and that's what we use to wrap our presents every year. And we don't need sticky tape because we use ribbon. Even with gift giving, we'll make things for one another too. Or we just do some baking and we give that as a gift. Brilliant stuff you can find that you can use to gift give. So some gorgeous old Christmas biscuit tins and things like that. I think we are coming around again to that sort of simpler way of decorating our homes, full stop. Something to unwrap on Christmas Day is, that's a necessity. But I also try and incorporate some things that, like even a voucher or movies or anything like that. Something that they can even do later in the year, and it, just then becomes something else to look forward to, really. As my children are growing up with this change and they can see what I'm doing, my hope is that they then perpetuate that. So I guess in a way I'm sort of re-educating them from the childhood that I might have had. We had fake snow on the windows and that sort of thing, whereas now I'm trying to sort of get them to understand that a lot of Australian families will probably head down to the beach straight after Christmas lunch or whatever these days. So it's just not our Christmas. I mean, even Santa. So we have many Australian Christmas books, like lovely Christmas stories. And so the Santa in them is dressed in, thongs and board shorts. He wears an akubra or something like that as opposed to regular red fluffy suit that he would absolutely swelter in over here.